is a super quick, easy hack, way to save money if you've got a big vehicle like mine that goes through oil like a kid goes through candy. We always keep an empty one of these. It's not brand specific. We keep it in the truck. We also have a silicone funnel that compacts and fits nicely into the little storage box that we have here. And then we get the big jugs of oil from Canadian Tire, because if you go through as much oil as I do, we are a small ecological disaster. Every refill is expensive. So what we do to make it a little easier, we use the funnel and we pour from the big bucket, or jug rather, into the smaller container. And the smaller container is way easier to lift up into the engine, especially if you have bad wrists. Also, the shape of it makes it a lot less easy to spill. And I'm actually going to do a little note on that as well, because I keep seeing people put oil in their vehicles incorrectly and it boggles my mind. But then of course I realize that not everyone has been taught the purpose of the shape of the bottle. So anyway, this is how we save probably $10 every time we need to buy another jug of this, because of course the small containers are about $10 Canadian each, whereas the big one is you can usually get them on sale for about $25, and there's 4 to 5 of those in each one. So I'm just going to show you this. So the shape of the bottle is actually, it's not an accident. It's designed so that when you pour the oil up and over into your intake there, or your, what's the word for that, fill spout, that it doesn't spill out everywhere. And if you're like me and you're short and you really have to reach for it, previously, before I was taught that the shape is for a reason, I used to cover the side of my engine with oil, and then we'd have to smell stinky burning oil, not to mention it's like wasteful and harmful for the environment. Then you can actually just leave it there. And that's when you can go and wash your hands and put away your stuff. Just don't forget about it and then slam the the hood and drive away. I have done this. Hopefully you won't make that mistake. My husband is grimacing at my stupidity, but he's not going to say anything. But usually I leave it. I go wash my hands, make faces at the kids, put the other stuff away, and by the time I come back, it's all drained out. When you have it at an angle like that, all of the oil will drip out. You don't have to stand there. I see people standing over their engines, shaking it, banging it, whatever. They're trying to make it drip a little bit faster, and they're not actually going to save any time by doing all that. They can just put their other stuff away, wipe off their hands, maybe check their washer fluid or other important things, blinker fluid in the trans gasket differential, the Johnson rod, that kind of thing. And there we go. See? Empty. No drips. And now we're good to go.